Today, I'm going to talk about something that is going to help you guide your way through life. It will help you make decisions and know that you're on the right path. Whenever you're asked to do something that's not in line with this, you're going to know that you don't need to do that. So, what is it? And how do we do it? We're going to talk about core values of your life. And we're going to talk about life goals. And I'm going to give you a path to create on your own for yourself. So you might want to get out your pens and paper because we're going to have some homework. You're going to need to take notes. So our core values are very simple. They're what you do to make decisions when life gets hard. Because when everything is so confusing and overwhelming, your core values are your filter. Now, for me, I was in the Navy, so I just pretty much adopted the Navy's core values as my own: honor, courage, and commitment, because that pretty much covers everything that I value in life. So now when I make a decision that's out of line with those core values, I know that I'm not honoring myself. I'm not being true to myself. And that's my clue to check myself. Now, here's something that people really don't think about when creating their core values. Your different roles in life might require you to have a different set of core values. For example, I'm a parent, and the honor, courage, and commitment values that I have for my life overall, I really needed something a little more specific. And honor, courage, and commitment doesn't really translate well to parenting. So as a parent, I created a different set of values for parenting: nurture, teach, and protect. Everything that I do as a parent needs to fall under one of those three core values: nurture, teach, protect. And I have raised my kids according to those values. Have I gotten out of line every now and then? Oh, yeah. But I knew it. And I adjusted because I really want to be in line with those core values. If you don't have a set of core values to guide your life, you need them. And I'll teach you how to create them right now. This is where your pen and paper comes in handy. So let's start here. If you think about what in life will you absolutely not tolerate, ask yourself, what would you never accept? What drains you? What crosses the line for you? And then you flip it. Flip those things. Turn it into a positive. For example, if you hate lying and stealing, then integrity is probably one of your core values. That's easy. Just keep it simple, because when life happens or a Monday happens, you're not going to have time to sit there and figure out your values at that moment. So when you're thinking about your values, just make them real. Don't just pick words that sound good. They need to be actionable, personal, and usable in real life, because you're going to use these concepts to decide big things in your life. Call yourself out. Ask yourself, am I avoiding something? Am I justifying bad behavior? Or am I taking the easy way out? Your values will expose you, and that's the point. You don't have to go around telling anybody your core values. That's just for you to use personally, because other people, those aren't their core values. I was talking to one guy. He said one of his core values is tough. Well, that's not a word I would use as my own core values. However, that's really important to him. He means emotionally tough. I like that. So now you've got your core values, 3 of them. So now what? Well, take those words, those actionable words, and write them down, 3 of them. Make them real simple, make them real broad, so you can always remember them in your head. You won't have to pull them out and look at them. And then the next thing you're going to do is make a list of life goals. Not a goal for 30 days from now, not a goal for this year, not any New Year's resolutions, a life goal. And some of those goals, you're not going to know until the day you die if you achieve them. But if you don't have a plan for your life, where are you going? So there's a scene from Alice in Wonderland that really sticks with me. And she's standing there trying to decide what path to take, what road to take. And then the cat tells her, if you don't know where you're going, then any road will get you there. And isn't that correct? Isn't that how a lot of people live? They just meander through life, drifting, letting life just happen to them. Don't let that be you. So here's what you do. Think about your whole life. What do you want to accomplish on this earth? Then just brain dump it. I mean, like everything. You just write it down. Don't filter it through anything. You're going to write it down. The big stuff, the scary stuff, the stuff that you don't even think you can do. Write it all down. And then narrow it down and choose the things that are really important to you. Not just it would be nice to do, things that are really meaningful to you. And make it measurable. Don't be vague. Losing weight is not a goal, but losing 20 pounds and maintaining it, that's a goal, and you can measure it. You know if you've achieved your goal. So when writing your list, don't overcomplicate it. Just ask, what is the next small action? That's it. And then about every 6 months to a year, take your goals out and review them. I did this with my son. Before he was even born, I decided I wanted him to go to the Naval Academy. So I printed out all the requirements for the Naval Academy, and we were going to work on them his whole childhood. And every year I checked, is he on track? Now, he didn't actually go into the Naval Academy, but he is equipped. He's capable. He's on track for life. Now, that was my goal for him. But what it did was it helped him know what it is to stay on track with life goals. He knew how to make life goals, and he's got some now. They're totally different from what I want for his life, but that's okay. Your goals need to be accessible, not hidden in a drawer somewhere. I wrote mine on a napkin 24 years ago now, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be real and from your heart. That napkin, I still have it. I've taken a picture of it and put it on my phone because the napkin, after 24 years, is falling apart. It's seen some things. But here's the deal. Bottom line. Use your core values to guide your decisions. Use your core values to decide where you're going. And check your progress. Because if you don't decide your life, life will decide it for you. And trust me, you don't want to go where that road leads. Don't meander.